Hey, happy Saturday, happy Sunday to everybody. I meant to say happy Sunday to everybody. But hey, this is a quick. Uh, I got on my playlist on my YouTube channel. It's called "I Finally Got Around to Watching." That's why I made that those you know those different categories on there on my YouTube channel. It says I finally got around to watching. So I finally got around to watching uh, Nosferatu is the name. Nosferatu. Nosferatu. It came out December 25th. And uh, it came out December 25th of 2024. And I just watched it last night. So I didn't think I was going to like this movie because a lot of YouTubers like this movie and a lot of people like this movie. So a lot of times when there's movies that a lot of people like, when I watch it, I think they go overboard. Personally, when they say they like something, and a guy at work said that he's going to buy the physical copy. I said, well, did you watch the movie yet? He goes, no. He says, but I heard nothing but good. I said, yeah, man, I heard a lot of good too. I said, but vampires movies are just not my thing. I said, I just don't, vampire movies and werewolf movies, they just don't cut it for me. I just never got into them, man. I said, there's been a few. I said, yes, I got some in my library, like American Werewolf in London. I remember going to the theater and seeing that. I fell in love with that. So yeah, obviously that's in my collection. But this just, and then vampire movies, man, the only vampire movie that I really like is Fright Night. But that was back when I was young. So that Friday Night came out when I was young. That was right in my time, and that it just was such a great, well made. It was a good cast. It was just a good movie, man. The kid looks across the street next door, and he sees this guy, and he thinks he's a vampire. God, man, Friday Night. Oh, I love that. It just brings back memories when I was so young when I graduated back in 1978 and all those movies came out. And I remember when Fright Night came out, and I love that movie. So yes, Fright Night's a vampire movie, and I like that. Now, is there any better Fright? Is there any more werewolf movies out there that I like? There probably is, but I don't. I'm just not a big werewolf and vampire guy. But I did tell you the ones that I own. I own Fright Night, and I own American Werewolf in London. I'm quite sure there's a whole lot more, but those are the only two I own because I'm just not a big werewolf guy and vampire guy. But I remember there was an old black and white Nosferatu, I guess. I can't, that name. But I remember seeing that old black and white that came out. I mean, I didn't see it, but I remember looking at it as a kid and, during my lifespan on Earth, and I said, that movie, and this is kind of like a modern version of that black and white, if I ain't mistaken. But let me tell you this. I am blown away because I'm not going to lie. I took a chance and I bought this movie. The reason why I bought it on digital, because I didn't want to buy it on physical. So I bought it on digital because I didn't want to buy it on physical. But the reason why I bought it on digital, because it's when you try to buy a movie, $19. It says $19 and so much cent to rent, but it's $24 to buy or something like that. So I just went on and bought it, and I said, you know what, I'll take my chances and I'll cut my losses, and and I'll probably, if I don't like it, oh well, it's digital. So you guys, folks, I ain't gonna lie, wow. This movie just, I was shocked. I finished this movie last night. It took 3 days to watch this movie because I had things to do, and by the time I'd sit down and I'd watch it, I had to go to sleep I had to go to bed and get some sleep because I'm all about getting my sleep, and just getting my rest. Plus keeping this house clean and working out and all that, but this movie, because I had a pickups video where it showed where I said I liked The Witch, but this is the same guy that made the movie Witch, which got Anya Taylor-Joy in it. Now I like that movie. It's the same person that made this movie, but All right, you guys, I'm not gonna lie, man. I, wow, this is in some impressive work. I mean, this is some impressive work. I mean, last night my grandkids was running around because they spent the night here. Uh, their dad was here and they spent the night here and they was running around, but they wanted to watch a movie in the other room. So I watched the rest of Nosferatu, man. I was just sitting there going, wow. And it took me 3 days to get through it. This is a great movie. This is a flipping fantastic movie. It's so good, I want to watch it all over again. I mean, it is so finely detailed. There's nothing wrong with this movie to me. Now I know if I was a movie critic and I had that knowledge like most movie critics had, and I could look and notice and slice and dice and all that, I would probably be like, oh, okay, well, okay, but I liked it. It was creepy. It was dark. It was oh man, it's the locations and the way he shot that, man. You could tell he gets in the man. I love the way it looked. Nosferatu was an ugly dude, and the climax of that movie though. You know what's so weird though? I even came to the conclusion I didn't like that wife and the two girls getting killed though. I didn't care for that at all. I was like, man, damn, dude, you have to put that in there? Come on, man. He didn't have to do all that. He ended up killing that guy's family. And that guy that was in that movie, he was in that Craven the Hunter. But he lost his wife and his two daughters, and she was pregnant, and that thing just Nosferatu went in there and told him, "You sleep," and that voice and stuff and everything like that. I was watching that movie though. I noticed that in that movie, Nosferatu never made himself to where he could be like seen or like physically seen, because when he told that guy, he said, "Sleep." And then he went in there, and the wife woke up, and then, he was sucking the blood out of his two daughters, and then he ended up killing her. I said, "Yeah, you better be glad he wasn't awake, because he'd put a number on you." So I'm like, Nosferatu is vulnerable, but he made sure that he could not be like physically harmed. He made sure in that movie that he wasn't going, because like, when they went to go to his place where he was at, that guy's wife tricked him because she wanted them to have time to go all the way out there so he can come, and so they could do this make love thing, and then his nasty butt got on top of her and she kissed him and everything. I was like, oh my God, dude, are you kidding me? Oh. And I was like, dang, but I ain't gonna lie. When I was watching this movie, I said to myself, man, I think she's going to have to sacrifice her life so they could, because when that plague, man, hit that town, it was like, he told him, I'll give you guys 3 days, man, and that third day, man, but he, when they got to that place, he told, that one guy, I forgot his name, but he said, you knew that she, was going to do that. And so by the time, so they had to turn around and try to go all the way back to his house. But he knew that and the guy that was with him, I can't think of William Dafoe character, it's like, he said, this is the only way you're going to get it to stop, and so they're trying to, and I like how the camera panned up when they was trying to get to that house, because they give Nosferatu plenty of time to, do you love me? Do you give me your heart? Now we are as one, I've been like, dude, I ain't gonna lie, man. I had axes, and I don't know, man. That movie, it was good. It was bugging me though, because I was like, so she laid down and they did their thing, and then she grabbed him and looked, made it to where the light would kill him and stuff, so they ended up dying. And then his husband came in there and stuff, and they were on top of each other, and then I'm quite sure the plague lifted and all that kind of stuff. But she sacrificed her life to stop that plague. But because look, I put this movie together. I kept saying to myself, I said, man, somebody gonna have to. I think she gonna have to just like, she gonna have to like meet up with this dude or something. That's what I was saying, because I don't think this is going to stop unless she do something with that dude. But I kept saying to myself, I don't know how they going to do it. I said, she going to end up dying or something. And sure enough, she died, and he was on top of her, his scaly looking, he just, so, here's the thing, though. I remember, Nosferatu, man, I noticed he never had a chance to, change. I thought all that blood drinking he was doing, man, I thought he'd get some of his hair back and his skin would start clearing up. That dude never did get cleared up. He was still like, what you like, damn, dude, the old vampires, man, movie, they get some blood in them. They start getting some of that youth, but he ain't there. His hair never came back. He just still like, where's one? Your heart belongs to me now. I was like, damn, dude, what the? Good movie, though, y'all. Good movie, man. I ain't gonna lie. This one I was wrong about. Because I always listen to all these YouTubers, man. They be ranting and raving, and then a lot of people be talking. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of movies that YouTubers be just losing their crap over. And sometimes I watch them like, okay, now that's not as good as you guys say it is. Oh, come on. This movie ain't near as good as y'all be saying it is. But this time, they were spot on. Now, if there's anything in this movie that could have been better, I don't know. Because I'm not that type of a movie critic. You know what I'm saying? But this movie, I'm a double dip. I'm going to get this movie on a steelbook. When it's available, I'm getting Nosferatu steelbook. This is worth owning and putting in your library. This is a very, 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 very well-made movie. Very well. I mean, wow. Chef's kiss, baby. God bless. Take care, and y'all be safe out there. Have a great week out there. We'll catch you next video.